Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or
2022!
Woo! That's actually what I wanted to start with. So thank you all so much for being with us. We have been doing this since 19 now. When this all started. I know, and we've had a change of faces, and we've had a change of campaigns, and we've had changes in DMs. But I just want to say, starting our first episode of the new year, that I am grateful to all of you for being here and partaking in this, and for all of you for watching it. Oh. So thank you for being with us at the start of another year. And with that, roll initiative.
You just said don't make people cry. And then you
Right?
pull that out?
Yeah.
It's fine when he does it.
Well, yeah, he's God.
That's fair.
It has been a little bit since we had some conflicts between holidays and families and whatnot since our last time doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So to bring us back into it, Helena, would you mind starting us with a recap?
Ooh, first recap of 2022.
Boom! We got new clothes. We be cruising. We be cooling. We're gonna overthrow this king, but we'll take the free clothes. So we all get outfitted so that we can be proper emissaries of the Soggy Court. That night, they give us some lodging, and Solstice is like, I need some air. I cannot trust myself around this man.
Even though Cody was the one who suggested it.
Their loins were burning.
We are of one mind. So he went for a walk. He hears some weird muffled sounds. He comes upon this little hut, and there's two guards there. One of them's snoozing. The other's like, "Yo, there's like a revolutionary in here. She's gonna either die tomorrow by combat or something else." So I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me talk to her." And they're like, "Yeah, that seems normal. Go ahead and talk to her." Sure. So I talked to her a little bit, kind of was like, hey, we do not like the hag. We do want to take her down. So the prisoner, whose name I can't remember. It's all good. I don't know if you remember. Prisoner's like, well, she allergic to widdershins. And Solstice's like, I know exactly what that means. Let me tell the others. So we'll see if that's legit. Now that I say it, it sounds kind of like a practical joke.
Yeah.
So
really
we'll
does.
see. So then Solstice.
Who knows?
So then we kind of go for the end of the night. Then the next morning, we kind of look around a little bit. There's like this storm cloud captured in a balloon that some visitors control and rode here, maybe? Seems interesting. Maybe we should talk to them at some point. And then Jeltra found this cool shell that laughs when you put it up to your ear. Totally normal stuff. So then the guide takes us out to this like crazy hovering tower in the middle of the swamp, because that's where the hag be. And the king's like, here's the book. Tell her I took good care of it. He's a huge liar. But we got the book. So we're kind of creeping inside. It's kind of creepy. There's a bunch of frogs in one area. Jeltra's like, let me look at this book. Oh, it's like a burn book? That's petty, but hags be petty, so makes sense. So we're kind of exploring a little bit more, and then Jeltra's like, hold on. There is something at us right now, and it is a familiar face, because it is, in fact, one of the Hourglass Coven thieves recapitated.
And then, just real quick, because I looked it up during the recapitation, July 28th, 2019 was our first welcome video. That one me, you, and Mark did.
That was 2018?
19.
Oh.
Amazing.
And her name was Morgort. In my head, I had Morgoth, and I was like, that's not right. That's a King Arthur thing. That's not what we're talking about.
I listened to you say it like 3 times on the video, and I was like, I'm not getting it. What that word is.
It's a whole mouth word.
It's
Morgort.
I feel that's the thing with bullywugs, is they want to utilize the full they want to chew.
You say a full mouth word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking that with me. That's a good one.
Okay, so to be fair then, I have to say that I got it from Dimension 20. Brendan Lee Mulligan, one of his characters is Evan Kelp.
Oh God.
And and when he says kelp, he's like, it's a whole mouth word, and I loved it, so I stole it. Because everything cool I say comes from Brennan Lee Mulligan. So. I'm not obsessed with him. Please call me.
My number is.
Oh, I forgot you
sent
guys.
him my number.
You guys slipped Morgorth the keys to her cell,
Mhm.
Right.
and,
And we
still,
also-
we'll see if that comes back.
Also, I semi came onto 2 Bullywood guards in order to get the keys, and I
Right.
gave somebody the shell.
Yes.
The second guard, I gave him the shell because he didn't want to hug me because he was weird about PDA. So I had to give him a gift first, just like a woman.
It was a male
I
guard.
wish I hadn't brought it up.
On International Women's Day. I watched that episode of Ride with the Frostbite.
This our international women.
Well, because on International Women's Day, we got betrayed by the female
Oh.
druid, and Kalina kept saying, "Another woman better not be betraying."
Can't handle it.
Today
Although
of all days.
women can betray people. Equality.
Yeah.
It's male bullywogs and female bullywogs, both uncomfortable with PDA between species, apparently. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Well, and it's weird because it's hard to tell. Like you think it would be hard to tell male and female bullywogs apart.
So one of the things with the Soggy Court, not to take too much time before we
Yeah.
actually get into it, is the majority of them are wearing very antiquated clothing. So it's, although not all women are in dresses, there are some men and women in big ball gowns, as well as some men and women in like breeches and waistcoats.
I love
So,
it.
Yeah, there's
It's definitely confusing.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a good time to ask for pronouns. Is what I'm. Yeah.
Or just just use their names.
Yeah.
Or just direct to them as you or you and them.
And
Or
then-
do what we've been doing and just be like, "Can we get out of here, please?"
also Your Honorable. Is,
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Your Grace.
Yeah.
I will just, as we're in this room, I'll give you the description again because it's been a little bit. So if you're watching these back to back and you just heard the description about 10 minutes ago, apologies. A recessed pool lined with moldy clay tiles takes up most of this large square room. Stagnant water fills the depression to a depth of 1 foot. Rising from the pool center is the head of a stone well that gives off an unpleasant and pungent odor. In one corner of the pool stands a tall, dirty, freestanding mirror in an oval frame, and floating on the water is a large lily pad. Creaky wooden floorboards are arranged a 10-foot wide raised walkway around the pool. This walkway is crowded with shelves, tables, and stools in all shapes and styles. Almost every available surface is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, and old junk. Dressing dummies are pushed together in one corner, and a wooden staircase spirals up from the other. 5 closed doors lead from the room. This door is the one that you came from.
I missed the ping. Which door?
Where's the goggle-eyed freak?
Last time you all experienced the frogs through this door, which is currently still
Right.
visible. The other doors were unexposed, and as Jeldra points out these agents of the hag on the ceiling,
Agents, plural?
as you point out the one, 2 more climb around the staircase looking down at you. As the eyes of the full party turn towards them, all of them let out a little and then scuttle back up the stairway.
Well, I think she knows we're here.
I don't think we have the element of surprise on our side.
Not very good bodyguards.
Why didn't they try to kill us?
Maybe they want us here. We do have the book.
I mean, we came intentionally to present that we weren't.
Usually
hiding
monsters
anything.
try to kill us, though.
I mean, we
I've
haven't
noticed that.
been very secretive about our ultimate plans, so yeah, it would make sense they would already know that, but maybe they don't know it.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about that here.
Maybe there's a moral gray area.
I think you should just not talk right now.
Why?
Can I use an action to do the spirits table?
Tell us a story.
Tell
Tell us a story about one of your dead relatives.
The last time that an aunt or uncle or relative climbed on the ceiling was
Christmas Eve, 1977.
It was summer solstice about 7 years ago. Uncle Jerry S, was climbing on the ceiling when he suddenly flipped and he just fell straight onto his neck. The snapping sound still stays with me,
Oh.
and God, it would be a shame if they were to just start falling. I guess that's why the center's all water and gooey and gross.
Yeah.
It is only a foot of water, though. Can you roll a perception check for me?
You're in the middle of a story.
6.
Okay.
You're very lucky that you have so many family members.
I do. I am lucky. I had more,
That
but
was kind of the point I was making, but I was trying to be subtle about it, so I didn't say something mean.
that's growth, Cody. Did you catch that?
I mean,
Great.
great.
Very nice.
I'd like to walk around here and poke the mirror with my glaive.
You're gonna go into the water.
No, I will stand on the edge here
Oh,
because
okay.
I've got the reach on my weapon.
Oh, nice.
I got Tail of the Beguiler.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
So was Uncle Jerry also a fabulous flagrant liar?
Absolutely.
He faked his own death?
He didn't fake it, but he was a stand-up comic.
And
He
a
just-
fall down comic, apparently.
He just lied about walking on the ceiling. He was actually just on top of it.
It's am I right?
He's dropped ice all over the floor. Apologies.
Now I'm just imagining like a bunny Jerry Seinfeld.
No,
What's the deal with carrots?
That's what I was going for. Gosh. I was like, who's the most unfunny, socially acceptable comic I could think of? Jerry Seinfeld.
As you reach out across the water and poke the top of the mirror with your glaive, there is this slight sound as it kind of wobbles forward and settles back, but nothing else happens.
Is anything going on with the dummies behind Solstice?
Not presently.
We're not reaching out to like encase her in a puppety kind of doom kind of situation.
All of them seem dressed and blankly staring forward with wide thread eyes.
Repeat.
Cody is not smart enough to suggest this, but should someone be activating detect magic?
Can I like scoop,
Like,
like kind of lean down and scoop some of the water and like assess it, whether it looks like, I don't know, stupid roll, but like what kind of, like, can I get anything about the water from looking at it? And...
I guess, okay, so two things. Is anybody looking at the dummies closer, or are you just kind of like...
I probably would have, Jeltra would have gone over and taken a look at the dummies. So I would follow along with Solstice and
Okay, so we'll handle Solstice first and then move on to
Yeah.
Jeldra. The water itself is strangely... Go ahead and roll investigation or perception.
Spoken for nature, but doesn't really matter.
Shaka.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, nature would fall under this purview.
It's not going to change it that much.
Okay. No.
Can I assist her so she has
Nature
advantage?
5.
Sure.
I will assist you. I will come and poke at the water with you.
Okay.
So roll that again.
so
That's better.
16.
Okay. So aside, now that both of you are looking at it together and kind of running your hands through the stagnant water,
I'm helping her with all my terrible suggestions, which are giving her better ideas.
yes.
they shouldn't do that. So what would be the opposite?
As you brush your hand down, it smears across this moss and gunk on the sides of the pool, which appears to show that the water level used to be much higher. In the center of the room, where that acrid, acidic smell is coming from, the well is just kind of barely burbling, and you get occasional little like drips of water coming out the sides of it, but it's clearly not functioning properly.
Should I enter the pool and see if that mirror will send us home?
Well, we're not done here, so we can't go home yet.
But maybe if we go through this mirror, there'll be a smaller version of the hag that'll be easier to kill.
Again, we don't have enough evidence to support that will happen, so let's hold off. But if we can find a way to maybe keep this mirror on us.
I have an idea. I don't know if you want to do anybody else, but I'll have something to do after we're done with this interaction.
Jeltra,
Yes.
what are you doing as far as the dummies?
I just wanted to observe them and see if there's anything anything strange, off-putting. I mean, this land is strange and off-putting as it is, but just outside of what we've already encountered, is there something that stands out to me?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay.
An uber strangeness. if you
Yes, thank you.
will.
12.
Okay.
Extra strangeness.
Yes.
They all appear to be wearing homemade outfits. So these were the dummies that these were, designed using. There's 7 of them total. All of them have dingy capes and dresses, vests, cutlets, things like belts tied around waist, things along those lines, in a similar marshy pattern. There is one that is wearing nothing but a big black kind of horned, what would appear in our parlance to be like a witch's hat.
Okay.
But they all seem to be dummies.
A conical hat, if you will.
Yes, with a brim,
Does this...
which is lumpy.
Is it magic? Is it going to attack us?
No, but it's...
So while this is happening, can I have been ritually casting detect magic?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
When you have detect magic up, the mirror is magic.
Hey.
The dummies are not.
These... Does it look like... Does it maybe
Absolutely.
look like this was a uniform? Like they're trying to look similar? Is this a uniform and their leader with the fancy hat? I mean, leaders have fancy hats, right? Don't they usually?
100%. That's why I'm the leader of the party.
Adjust my bow.
Percy's in the corner giggling.
I love it when you take charge.
Thank you.
Well,
Percy, I see your eyes glowing. Is there anything magic? Are the dummies magic?
You see an aura of conjuration magic around the mirror.
no, the dummies are not. They're nothing special. They're just
And I
dummies.
poke one when he says that.
They're not taxidermy, are they?
I think they're fine.
Which one are you
Come look.
poking?
Which one am I poking? Oh shit.
Conical hat?
Probably. Yeah, I'd probably be like touching the one with the leader.
But the dummy.
The dummy.
Okay.
Yes, I'm touching the dummy with the pointy hat. It's a pinty hat. It's got a pinty hat. So it's like, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happens?
Oh!
Culture is getting better.
I'm concerned, sir.
Are you doing anything to Kate, or are you still
As
telling
you-
us the story?
God damn it.
As you poke it and it kind of wobbles side to side, you see the hat on top of it almost shift as if to keep balance on the dummy and then stabilize into stillness once more.
Or it's the magic hat that always stays on your head.
That's what I'm thinking.
But it would come off as magical to detect magic if that was the case.
They're not. They're not once alive. Are they dead?
Are
They're
you?
once alive.
Oh, is
Are
it a
you,
witch skin hat?
I don't know. I don't know that much about haberdashery.
What is that word?
What? Actually,
Good
Percy,
word.
you know
It's the study of hats, obviously.
Would you like me to touch the hat?
Well, I mean, it was weird. It moved strangely. I don't know. What do I have on me? My staff, don't
You don't.
Just ask it if it's a magic hat.
I will
I yell from across the room, "Are you a magic hat?"
No response.
poke it with my quarterstaff.
Poke, poke. Poke, poke.
Poking it with my quarterstaff.
As you poke it with the quarterstaff,
Oh god, it's gotta read.
If he says roll
Big
initiative,
tongue
no, I have
comes
to
out.
address something here.
if he has to scale down the challenge rating of a hat,
Oh my god.
And
Is it a mimic hat?
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the 1 second. There we go. As you poke the hat, oh, it still didn't work. As you poke the hat with your quarterstaff, a darkness begins to expand around it.
Not
And
good. Not
15
good. Not
feet
good.
out in a circle from the hat is shrouded in magical darkness, including, which I believe you would be here to be helping your beloved, the three of you.
The
Are
light.
now shrouded in magical darkness. From the
No.
other side of the room, Bunny Boy and Winged Child can see the darkness enveloping your friends.
The winged child.
Bunny boy
I
and
love
wee.
that.
Are you gonna do an aura?
Oh,
That's what I was doing, and nothing happened.
So you have to hit C.
Jeltra, are you
So you have to click
okay?
on the token, do a 15-foot order, and then click the C box. For it to show
Oh,
up.
I did that too.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know why it's not showing up.
Me neither.
I definitely tried to reach for
Was it
me
on a
and
different
get
layer?
Jeltra behind me.
It's on your guys' layer.
So weird.
Try to do a second
5,
one.
10, 15. So it basically gets Cody and then it's like here.
Yeah, no clue why. It's just nothing.
You could draw a box.
Yeah, we can
Unless it
imagine it or
But-
whatever. Or refresh maybe everything.
Do, 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 do.
But yeah, so as that starts to come out, I try to move you behind me.
I willingly move.
Why did I buy this? I don't know.
Look at that circle. It's getting bigger.
Well, I'm trying to. I thought it was gonna scale. So I think it should be like what?
That's 5, 10, 15,
I mean, it's
20.
close
Yeah,
enough, right?
that's great.
Okay, I'm reloading on my end to see if that'll help.
Okay, but why can't I move the goddamn thing?
Maybe black's just not like a good circle choice for.
Before?
Mhm.
Where I do like a black one and it's worked before, so.
Weird.
I want to move.
Darn it!
Did you say please?
That's it. Please move circle.
Did you
Please.
tickle it?
Tickle it. Wow. I mean, that would make someone angry usually. People don't like being tickled.
Well, it depends on who you are.
I guess that's true. Some people.
Oh my god, tickling it worked.
Yep.
No, I just
No.
I did a full slide, but now I gotta get freaking goddamn.
It's okay.
Well,
We
see,
believe in
can
you.
Take a look, see if I can't figure it out. Maybe it's like something.
It's not super important, but yeah.
Anyway, so initiative.
Um,
Maybe it just made darkness and that's it.
before initiatives,
No, see, we don't need initiative because it's just dark in this corner. We're gonna walk out of it and it's gonna be fine.
Why,
Love your optimism.
Golder? Can you delete the circle, please?
Jeltra does a 22 hit.
Holy fuck! Yes, it does.
Remove the circle to where it might be helpful. Just for whatever reason I can't.
Stupid
Can't do it.
darkness.
A witch hat swung for a
What do you do?
22.
Witch hat swung for 22.
And it's
Fuck
not
this.
magical. What the
Guess
hell?
what's happening?
Because so it's a creature.
Creature that turns into a hat and creates darkness.
Oh,
Alright.
is it?
Um,
What it is?
so 22 does hit you.
Yes, it does.
You take take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And you feel the darkness shift as
Mm.
something latches onto your
Yeah.
head.
No. No. As a reaction to it. Well, no, because it's an action, not a reaction.
Cody just calls out, "Oh, good! Something is trying to kill us." He's comforted by that.
What did you tell me?
Bad hat. Bad hat.
Except it's.
Roll initiative.
Can we attack?
I
that with
knew
another
it was
thing?
taxidermy.
It's a good question.
Wow, Cody's.
Jeltra?
7.
Okay.
Shit.
Uh,
Right next to it.
23.
23 for
You.
Bunny Boy, whose name is Cade. I
Yeah.
definitely know your name.
Woohoo.
What's my name?
Winged Wonder.
Winged child.
Yay.
Your name is Philip.
Persimmon.
Persimmon Sunflower.
Bring the moon.
It's been a bit.
18.
18. Okay. Percy. All right, now I've lost everybody's name because
Cody.
of this conversation. What do we got, Cody?
5.
And
I'm not
Solstice.
concerned.
Unicorn 13.
You only remember Solstice.
Yes.
Mr.
Anyone else
Unicorn,
looking
what's
today
my
at home?
fault?
Just a little bit.
All right. So, with that, we are beginning with Cade.
I just see blackness and Jeltra's
Yeah, so what did that all look like to me?
To you, what it looked like was Jeltra poked a hat with a stick.
Uh-huh.
A blackness enveloped that entire corner of the room. Then the blackness shifted over so you can see the dummies again, but none of your friends, and Jeltra screamed.
But it was a muffled scream.
Yes.
Well, on impulse, I'm gonna run all the way around to over there.
How much movement do you have?
I think I have 30 feet.
You can get here,
Hippity hop,
Or the other way around.
hippity hop,
which would make more sense. But
or
Yeah.
jump
Instead
onto the
this way.
well
I
and
go
then
that way,
jump
though.
across.
You're going to go
15,
around the
20,
top?
2
25.
hops,
Just right
Okay.
into it.
You would get just into the darkness.
1 hop this time.
just 1 hop.
2
there,
hops,
roughly,
jump.
Cade?
Yes. I'm in the darkness.
You're welcome.
Darkness is consuming me. All that I see. All that I.
No.
Never
No.
mind. Of course, all of my stuff says target that you can see.
You can do that with disadvantage when you're in the darkness.
Ooh. Ooh. Do so I heard Jeltra screaming, right? As a bonus action, I'm going to yell, Jeltra, it's gonna be okay. Whatever's happening, we're gonna keep a level head, and that's gonna be Bardic Inspiration because I can hear her.
Doesn't she need to hear you?
Doesn't say
How we
anything.
feel about our dice today. Knocking them all down.
That's why we need the jails.
Jeez. How does this read?
So you're giving her Bardic Inspiration?
Yes.
Excellent.
As a bonus action, I'm giving her Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
Which is a D8 now, correct?
I believe so.
Let me find one. There we go. I am inspired.
And then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Nice! Bury that fire.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's not a good idea?
It just doesn't work.
It's on my head.
Because darkness cancels any light effect that's lower level than it, and darkness is a second level spell. So technically, because I was looking at
Well, he
doing
doesn't know that.
too, and I looked at that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I wasn't saying anything.
What level are you casting it at?
15th.
We only
Wow.
have second level spell.
That's
Yeah.
the waste. 15th.
Mistra comes down. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay. So, to myself, after... Does Bardic Inspiration count as a spell? Can I still cast a spell?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not a spell.
Perfect. So,
Just your
I'm
ability.
going to, after I inspire Jeltra to myself, I'm going to say, to all the rabbits that have gone before, come help me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to kill whatever is going on in there. And it's Dissonant Whispers. So I'm going to tell the target that can, only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking up with terrible pain. It must make a wisdom save. Actually, if it could fail a wisdom save, please.
Please fail you with
I
me.
can't make that choice for you. Does a 13 save?
It does not.
Okay.
It takes 3d6, and then it takes 9 damage, and it must move as far away as its speed allows.
Right on its turn or now?
Just says it.
Its speed is 0.
Well, then it's moved as far away as its speed allows.
But you did do the damage.
It did do the damage. Do I hear anything as I whisper that I'm going to kill it?
You and Jeltra hear a glaring as the thing on your head constricts, loosens, and then maintains its grip, which has gotten wetter.
Whoa.
As
Wetter?
it is flaps around, unseen, around your head. You, of course, both also hear that as well.
Wetter.
Like a sloshing.
There is definitely a tongue somewhere.
Oh,
From there, we will go down
never
to
wearing
Percy.
hats again.
Could I try to identify what this thing is? Would there be a way for me to know?
Go ahead and roll. This will take up your bonus action, but go ahead and roll Arcana or Nature.
Ooh, 14?
So you know that this is a being that can cast magical darkness and is attached to Jeldra's head.
Okay. And I would know that casting Fairy Fire wouldn't do anything?
Yes.
Okay.
What it is, not quite sure, but it's definitely magical darkness, especially because you still likely have Detect Magic up.
The D6.
And you know that in some regard, this must be a natural creature, as it did not trigger your Detect
Right.
Magic.
Right. Well, do I shoot it? Or,
As long as you don't shoot me. Apparently it's on Jeltra's head.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it then.
Oh, okay.
Into the dark.
Okay, disadvantage.
Oh, this could be really bad.
Am I gonna do that?
Percy?
Yeah, I think I am.
Cosmo?
What's he gonna do?
No.
Whale?
10?
Cody and Jeltra, both of you, what were you shooting? What were you using to shoot? An arrow? A
Crossbow
spell?
bolt.
Both of you feel a whoosh of wind as a bolt sails between the two of you and lodges invisible into the wall behind you.
Are you crazy? It's on her head.
My bad.
Anything else on your turn?
Oh, no, because if I use my bonus action, no. Thank you.
All right, we are down to it.
Oh god.
On top of Jeltra's head, you feel that constriction once again. Does a 23 hit.
Yes, of course it is.
That's going to be another 5 bludgeoning damage.
Like a biscuit. This hurts.
Head damage.
Getting a bad headache here.
As it seems to sink
Suckling
deeper
Mm-hmm.
onto you. Before it was just at the eyebrow line, now it's nearly down to the nose. And we are down from it to Solstice.
Okay, so I try to take it. I reach for Jeltra and I try to take it off of her head. So
Okay, so
strength.
go ahead and yeah, it's going to be rolling with disadvantage.
It's a natural one.
As you go to grab the thing, you manage to rip it off, and it immediately suctions onto
Oh,
you.
I'm okay with that. Well, now it's on my head. I can take more crossbow bolts than you, though, so it's all right.
The rest of you see the magical darkness shift, revealing Cade and hiding some of the dummies.
Can I jump into the water?
Yeah, it's only a foot deep.
Okay. I jump into the water and I try to put the hat underwater.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as she moves away from me against the creature?
It's disadvantaged because it's in
Yeah.
darkness, but I will give you that.
Mm.
Where are you going into the water?
Just like I can't really see it, so just kind of fumbling until I go over the edge, and so
Okay.
wherever would be closest, I guess, right here near the
Yeah. So he's not actually going out of your. Oh no, that's 10 feet down.
Any
It's 10
chance
feet
an
down
11
and-
hits?
It does.
It does?
Yes.
I immediately use my swarm to move it 15 feet away from Solstice.
Now, does the swarm require?
It gets a strength saving throw.
Okay. 20.
Okay, it made it.
Also, apparently the map layer somehow ended up on the token layer, so it keeps trying to. Oh my god! It's because the freaking map layer was above the damn thing. Oh, that's so silly.
MMM, guys.
You know what though? That was such a great moment. For me. I got so much serotonin from seeing that stupid orb.
Okay, so that is.
See, I
that.
had it gauged properly.
You were
Only
doing great.
5 feet.
You were wonderful. Absolutely.
All right. Now that we have the aura available, this is what you all can and cannot see. Does it still take partial damage from your swarm that makes?
So it takes damage from my attack, which would be 2d4. Because I am gonna Hunter's Mark it as well.
Okay.
So that will be 4 plus 3, 7.
Well, Hunter's Mark, this is your reaction as I.
Yeah,
you
but
could do that too.
I could do Hunter's Mark anytime I hit a target.
Oh, okay.
Oh, awesome.
Solstice, above your head, as it's now about at your eyebrow level, you feel that strike hit it, and it's like the grip weakens as the creature whimpers on top of you.
I think that's helping.
Anything else on your turn, Cody?
It was not my turn.
So.
Oh, you were
yeah,
doing a
I-
reaction.
I
Yeah.
went
You
into
were
the
down
water,
in the-
and I'm trying to drown it now. So I'm trying.
So I mean, and I'm now reading Gather Swarm on each of my turns, so I could not have done that as an opportunity attack, but so it's good that he made the save.
Oh, right. So we're down from Solstice to Jeltra.
So
Still plunged in darkness, nothing visible. anywhere
Jeltra
around you.
is going to turn into giant spider.
Turn into a bat and get echo.
I don't have light, remember?
Just a
I'm just gonna
walking
stand
bat.
there.
A
No.
dolphin.
So I'm going to go wild shape into my giant spider shape, and I have 10 feet of blind sight.
Okay.
So will blind sight work in the total darkness?
You can locate where Solstice is.
Okay. So hold on, I gotta go and use
Blindsight
my...
does reveal invisible creatures, so it would work in magical darkness if that matters.
I'm trying
This-
to go in.
So
Where's my thing?
It's like attached to her though.
No, I'm not arguing.
There's
Just
no
saying,
light.
like, it does reveal invisible
Okay.
creatures.
Extra giant spider. Okay. So as my giant spider form, and I see Solstice in the water, and you said that's 10 feet down,
Yes.
correct?
So you
Okay.
basically can just get the top portion of her.
Okay.
Him.
So I'll see that, and I will climb over the rail and go into the water with him, and
Now you get the full Solstice and
all right.
creature.
And I'm going to make a bite attack at the hat.
All right.
And having had it on my head, I kind of have an idea. Hopefully, have an idea of the dimensions.
I'll let you
So I
roll with that
don't
disadvantage.
want to hit Solstice's head. I don't want to bite his head without disadvantage. Okay. 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3. Where'd my d8 go? Flip it a biscuit. Where are they? There. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. So it says 1d8 piercing damage, and the target must make a DC 11 Constitution save.
Stupid hat can't have a high con.
So 5 damage,
Yeah.
and then
It's a con save.
yeah, con save, please.
All right.
Too bad it's not Dex because it's movement 0. So it's Dex is probably 3.
Or it's very dexterous.
Or it's very Dex.
18 con save.
Okay, so that'll
Damn.
save, but you still take half
What
damage.
is this fucking thing?
Half of 7, so 3 poison
So
damage.
8 total.
Yes.
As you do that, Tempest, you feel it release off of your head, and the darkness is
Ew.
rescinded as it sucks back to Tempest, and this thing flops into the ground. It was a dark mantle.
Creepy.
I feel like just out of sheer frustration, Jeltra in her spider form would bite it again and like shake it almost like a dog does. Make it-
Splashing water
Yes.
in each direction.
Making sure it's dead.
The acrid scent is stronger now that you're back in the water to all of you here. Clearly coming from the well.
I did not like that.
Sorry.
Everybody okay?
Spider Jeltra, I don't think you should eat that.
Jeltra, click twice if you're okay. Okay.
That was so greatly automatic.
Yeah.
All right, well, now I'm in this water. Should I touch this mirror?
It's magical.
I'll
Not.
I'll just the frame.
It's not.
Tapping the frame of it with
That happens.
one of my legs.
It's
Is
not
it
the magic that
movable?
you think it is.
Yeah, so imagine one of those kind of Victorian-esque oval mirrors that has the 2 feet coming down, where the mirror can be tilted back or forward, but it's standing on these 2 legs. So it's heavy, but it is movable.
I would like to make an int check to remember the rhyme that brought us to Hither.
Go ahead.
Correctly. Oh, that's actually a 15.
The run that brought you to Hither.
Well, I tell Solstice to say the rhyme at the mirror.
So you remember it accurately,
Mm-hmm.
and that rhyme is as follows. I am definitely not stalling in any way.
Oh
shape,
no,
or
I just
form.
figured nothing would happen when she said it. So.
Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where. Nothing happens.
You didn't say it.
I said it.
Oh, okay.
I look up. Are the eyes? Are they back? Are they watching us, or is it still? It's still gone.
At the peak of the staircase, you do see a pair of glasses sticking over about halfway up the wall. And as you look at it, Suri's back.
Well, we were observed that whole time. Someone now knows one of our combat tricks, and I pat the spider's leg.
I'm gonna go grab a frog from the balcony, and I would like to cast Speak with Animals and try and befriend it using one of my crickets.
Take a frog, leave a frog.
Yeah.
So
I don't have any frogs currently, so I'll just return this one. I'm just renting the
Okay.
frog.
that's fair. That's fair.
Plus it-
It'll be 3 copper.
I leave 3 coppers. I just want to leave a frog. The most authoritative frog, I leave him. So.
The one with the bow
Glorious
tie.
one.
Okay, so what are you going to say to the frog?
Oh, I'm trying to befriend it, so I'm like, hello. Are you hungry? And I hand it a cricket. I was wondering, you live here, correct? Is that your name, or is that yes? I am using Speak with Animals.
Yes.
Okay. Your name is Bob,
Bob.
or that means yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Jeltra, do you have anything you need to say to the group while I'm doing this? Because you can speak to me.
I know.
It's in your hand. It's trying to get more of the swarm, but can't seem to
I
get
let them pretend to be eaten, and then they just kind of like float out of him after he's eaten them.
Bad cricket.
What?
Bad cricket.
Bad cricket.
Oh, okay. I hand him more. I have good berries still, so I'm handing him those crickets.
And you see the frog's just like swollen now as it's had 2 good berries.
Oof.
You okay, buddy? You still hungry?
No.
Anyway, I was wondering, since you live here, right?
Yes.
If you could just show me around the place. Maybe something that would be dangerous or I shouldn't touch, you could let me know.
Balcony.
Shouldn't touch the balcony?
It hops out of your hand and looks back at you and then hops towards the balcony.
No. The rest of the hut.
Live.
Sure, and you can go back there when we're done.
Live.
All right, fine. I tried. Jeltra, do you want to try real quick?
I don't speak frog.
I know, but I was thinking maybe you could scare it into listening.
Oh,
Just be a spider.
I can be a spider. And I'll walk over to the
My
balcony.
spider friend thinks that you should help us.
I'll walk over to the balcony.
And the tongue just like sticks to the side of the spider face for a second before detaching. Too big.
Well, I tried. I tried, everyone. Frogs are about as smart as you would think.
In explanation, they live on the balcony.
I know.
They've not been inside before.
I was just hoping like maybe.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just hoping like maybe he would be able to give us some insight. Maybe this is the one adventurous frog that stares in the window wistfully. Is there a wistful frog?
I'd like to speak with the most wistful frog, please.
I'd like to roll
Frogs?
for wistfulness.
If you
Yes.
brought a bullywug with you, they may be wistful.
Hmm.
Frogs more interested in the insects.
Yeah, I get that.
They don't really have those inside.
I don't think any of the bullywugs wanted to come with us, did they?
No, not at all.
I will
I
gently,
take back my 3 copper though.
gently tap the one frog on the head like I'm petting it.
So big.
I'll shake it off.
Too bad.
I will say, I feel fine now, but when I revert to my other form, I may not be feeling so well.
Jeltra is concerned that she will not feel well when she turns back from being a spider.
I
Why?
can probably help with that.
I'm not exactly sure. The spiders have a strange accent, I think. I'm not sure why I don't understand her.
I took damage as Jiltra. They haven't taken damage as the spider.
So the mirror was conjuration, you said?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and take that with, unless it's too heavy for me to carry.
It will take both hands to move it, so your hands will be occupied as long as you are taking it with you, but you can take it.
Solstice, my love, I don't know
average.
if that's practical.
It's average mirror
It
weight.
just feels like there's some sort of fairy tale ending that involves this mirror. Oh, I forget it. I drop it back into the pot.
I will go over and I will tap Cade
Yes?
and gesture for you to get onto my back.
I think. What do you want him to do?
Oh, that's right. You can tell. Okay. I want him to come with me and take a look at this well because it smells really bad.
She
And
wants
I'm
you to
gonna
go
poke it.
look at the well. It's not running water, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Well, and if he stays on my back, then maybe he won't
And if
be
you
so
stay
nervous.
on her back, maybe you won't be so nervous.
Okay. I scamper up onto Spider Deltra.
Right, so I'm gonna,
Spell trap.
you know, my inquisitiveness apparently doesn't get me in enough trouble, so I'm gonna go and look at this well.
Yeah, maybe we should take a lesson from the hat.
I
Go around and poke things.
I
Yeah.
am laying on Jeltra. Instead of sitting, I'm laying on Jeltra, just like looking up for 2.
We're both looking into the well.
It is clearly blocked by something, but it appears to be like solid water all the way down, and you poked it, you said?
No, just looking in for now.
Okay.
I haven't poked it yet.
I'll poke it with my glove. If
Um,
I can see that it's blocked, maybe I'll try to.
Yeah, it just appears to be water, and as you start to poke, you can see this sizzling corrosion at the edge of your glaive.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
It doesn't damage the weapon from where it is, but it's clear that this, whatever this layer of water is very acidic and caustic.
I don't think we should be in this water.
I don't know why you are in the water.
do I feel
Especially in
anything
your new clothes.
being in the water? Like
Not in the foot of water, no.
Okay,
But she was poking the well, so.
gotcha. Yeah,
Where-
no.
Were those frogs friendly?
Yes, but very stupid.
I wonder what would happen if we put one in the mirror.
What do you mean inside the mirror? You have been telling me this entire time that we cannot go inside mirrors.
Tempest, roll a nature check.
This one we might be able to.
Upon hearing this, I just sigh
17.
on top of it.
I
I'll reach up
a
and
full written apology, Percy.
tap.
As you examine the glaive, seeing like what this corrosion looks like, it's clear that this would be caused by something akin to a gelatinous cube.
Oh.
Oh,
And as
No.
that realization hits you, the two of you standing next to the well see the water begin to burble as a tube of
As
gelatin
soon as something starts moving, I'm back.
extrudes from the well itself.
This is strange. This looks like that of a gelatinous cube.
I think you mean gelatinous tube.
Wow, wow, wow.
Roll initiative.
Next to you, I would punch you so hard.
Am I incorrect?
No. No, you're.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah. This is not good for me.
Let me guess, 27, 28?
No, 12.
Delta.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Cade.
12. And I'm still in children's bed.
Yep.
Percy.
yeah.
21.
Wow. All right, Cody.
22.
Oh my. I gotta move everybody down. And Solstice.
3.
Solstice is getting 8.
I'm like, this is not good for me.
And we should move Solstice next to
Yes,
the well because
closer to it.
he was
That's
poking
where
it.
I was I where there.
No matter what
Beside
shape it
the
is,
cube.
it's certainly gelatinous rude.
It's alright. I'll still love you without your skin.
Oh, good.
Well, once it's grown back, at least.
So you won't love me while
I
I'm
feel like it would be
healing?
painful to love you while you don't have skin.
It'll be painful to
Fair.
be me when I don't have skin. So.
Cody, you're starting us off.
All right. Bonus action, move my hunter's mark to the gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And then I will dagger it up. It's a 9 hit.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot gelatinous cubes are awful. yeah.
Like easy to hit. You
Yeah.
know?
All right, so
Yeah,
that's
they're
gonna
decked
be
again. Probably 3.
10 plus.
That is exactly what their deck
Nice.
10 plus 2, so 12. Plus, come on, clear. A 1d6 piercing damage from my swarm. Actually, instead of doing extra damage, so I'll do 12 damage, and then I will move it 15 feet that way. Sorry, Percy.
Towards Percy.
Sploosh.
Eat this dude. It's what I'm seeing.
Eat this.
Percy, you can fly and avoid this.
Yeah. What?
Anything else,
Avoid
Cody?
What?
No,
we see?
because that was bonus action. I didn't move,
Right.
but I don't need to. So.
Seems like.
Percy, you're up.
Yeah, because we saw the tube coming out of the.
Like
We done.
face, but clear.
So
Like
I
you
throw my
coming
darts
out
at
of the
it,
tube.
and then just a
Dude.
humongous flock of moths just suddenly like pull at it and just pull it away.
I like it.
Oh,
And
it
there's
did,
no size issue for that, right?
there is no size issue, but it did technically get a strength save. Now that I think about
12.
it, meats.
So it doesn't move? Since
guess
it took a
not.
strength save?
Cube.
I
Percy,
tried.
what you got?
Percy. There's like crap around, right? Like, there's like
The tables are littered with dirty dishes, some shattered, some not.
I'm gonna like point to a dirty dish, like that's something over here. Just say I don't like this, and catapult at it.
Okay.
Throwing dishes
Can I
at
get a
it.
dex save from it?
How dexterous is
8.
Yes.
Not very.
it? Good. Children's learning lots in this field trip.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the first number for all of those, like casino rolls with the advantage for it.
Mhm.
And on that strength save, it was a 12 and a 17.
7.
Like a really big marshmallow. It's really big.
All right. Yeah, it lodges
This is what
in
we're fighting.
gelatinous tube. It lodges into the gelatinous tube, and you see like the swarm
This feels wrong.
as the plate begins to disintegrate.
Perfect.
It's so
Yeah, it does feel
good.
accurate. I'll steal it.
Especially if she filled them with hydrochloric acid.
Well, actually,
Wow,
Five.
that's harsh. Where would I'm not gonna waste my hydrochloric acid.
Right.
Gelatinous tubes are acidic inside.
This is you, right?
Hang on. Did
Wait,
the
hold on.
gelatinous tube take any damage when she poked it with her glaive?
She didn't poke it. She hit the water above it.
I just disturbed it.
These are great.
This is
I've not a marshmallow in a long time.
Mm.
We should light
Oh,
this
apropos.
TV on fire so we can roast them.
I wish.
Seems worth it.
I
And
want this
this one might be
computer.
Anything else for you, Percy?
I'm gonna fly here.
Okay. Percy is airborne. We are down to Jeltra.
All right,
Spider
Jeltra.
that she is.
Jeltra is going to.
You have a
Let's
rabbit.
see. I'm not gonna bite it.
Why
I'm
not?
gonna bite it. Acid.
So?
Acid.
I was going to climb back onto the ledge, onto the walkway,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do a web attack to make sure that it doesn't move. I'm going to restrain it.
Right, Peter Parker.
Or Gwen.
Stacy.
Yeah, that's Spider Gwen. Yeah, Spider Gwen. Gwen Stacy.
So
Does it get a save for the web?
it was a 22 to hit. And then, yeah, strength save. See if you can, as an action, the restrained target can make a
So on its
Check.
turn it can.
bursting the web
Okay.
if you're successful.
All right.
So it is now restrained, and I have gotten us out of the water.
And we are down to the cube.
The tube.
Did it when it came out? Did it stay like that, or did it like?
No. It came out like that, and then it kind of flopped to the side,
Okay.
like kind of like a
Reformed.
slinky.
Okay.
I'm imagining either a slinky or like a really long tube of cranberry jelly,
Mm-hmm.
like attacking
Tempest is a 20. Solstice is a 21 hit.
Yes.
10 acid damage as a piece of it slides out and smacks down on Solstice as the largest target nearby. And that's all it can do. We're down to Cade.
Seeing this horrendous cube, I'm going to take out my short bow, take aim, and
Parker, is it restrained or just grappled?
It's restrained
You have advantage.
sick.
by webbing, yeah.
Sick.
Dirty 20,
Hits.
8 damage, and then
As all of this is happening, the well is now spewing water.
Ooh.
Oh,
The pool
great.
is beginning to fill up slowly from the bottom, and over the course of the last turn, it's gone from 1 feet to 2.
Sure.
Have you guys ever seen when like they have dams that are out of commission for a long time, then they turn the water back on and it shoots that tube
Yeah.
of mud?
Yes. That's what just happened. Although the cube was the tube of mud.
yeah,
All right, 8 damage.
8 damage.
Nice.
That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, because you still have your bardic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be conservative about how I'm using that right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it with the bow
Conservative.
as it goes in. What's it look like as the arrow goes in?
As this tube is sticking out of the water, more and more of it becoming invisible as the base is covered by that water. It's like a... As the arrow sinks in and then slows its trajectory, and then you can see the wood begin to dissolve first as the arrowhead dissolves slower into the cube's form.
As I see that, I'm gonna go, ooh, sorry, Remy. I know that may have brought back some memories.
His ghost.
I know. But Cody doesn't. Cody's like, wait, he's never mentioned Brandon
Solstice.
before.
Okay, I stamp my glaive really hard on the ground, casting Thunderous Smite, and then attack.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's restrained.
Oh,
Oh.
8. That's maybe.
That'll hit.
Yes. So that's gonna be. Wow.
We
It's
need to get you
alright.
some sage,
Oh my
girl.
God, Okay,
jail.
so it is
Right.
gonna be 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. Some of it is thunder, if that matters.
All right. The cube itself.
Jail is open. Just saying.
All 3.
Everybody.
It just jiggles with this jello-y sound as the thunder hits and shakes and rattles it. As it still seems to be vaguely struggling against the web, you can see it oozing through portions of the web and then sucking back into itself as it realizes there's no purchase. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's all.
Back to Cody.
All right, sharp shot. Shoot my wad. shall I? All right, so that's 18. So it's 19 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Hang on. That means a lot of stuff happens at once. Not that. Stop.
You stop.
Stop.
All right, so that's 18 base damage plus
Wow.
1d4 favored foe damage. So 19, 20, right? I said 18, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 19, 20, and then 1d6 from my swarm. That's 2. So 22.
The cube is not looking great, but
Okay.
it is still jiggling in place as the water is now raising further.
Jiggling
dagger.
menacingly.
All right, so that's going to be an 18 to hit.
Hits.
And then that's going to be another. So that'll be 17 plus 1d4 again. 18, 19, and then I can only do my swarm once a turn. So,
All right. From Cody, we're down to Percy.
and I have to destroy those 2 darts because I'm assuming I'm not getting them back.
Oh no. It's like inside the creature.
So Percy is going to
We gotta find
You can see pieces of it beginning
I got
to melt
23
into
left.
the water.
Percy's gonna shoot, I think.
This time it's not on somebody's head.
Not yet.
Very, very true.
I love how Solstice is like our only melee.
Everybody else is just standing really far away.
Yeah, it's all good.
I guess it's Jeltron.
Makes me
That'll hit.
feel like a damn hero. Even though I'm doing my little 8 damage to it.
I mean, with what you rolled, that's not bad.
Just 6. Wait.
You all can't do 17 damage with a dart.
Pretty good.
Not that it's
11 damage.
And as this competition comes to a close, the last shot hits it, and it just kind of and just oozes through the web as it all melts down into the water.
out of the water, out of the water.
And you are all out of initiative.
I am out.
And with that, now that the room has calmed, and all of you are standing with just a little bit of muck on you, that's where we'll take a break. Be right back. All right, as you all stand in the raising water, now up to Solstice's hips and nearly touching Percy's feet, floating above it, what are you doing?
I'm fine though. Here.
Well, now maybe grab the mirror.
Now we're getting the mirror out of
Well,
it?
I'm just out of the water, maybe.
Okay, I pushed the mirror out of the water.
I'll help you.
You are both able to do so, raising the mirror up onto the stairs that are now partially submerged as the water reaches the level of the top of the well and becomes a burble that is clearly circulating.
All right. So, I don't often have the best plans. And you can weigh in on this if you need to, Jeltron.
No. What?
Actually, my speak with animals is.
So you're talking to her, you're talking to us.
Well, I'm trying to think. When did I
How
cast
long
speak
does
with
it take
animals?
to-
After I cast Hunter's Mark or before? After. So, not that it would have mattered, but I wouldn't have had Hunter's Mark during that battle, but because I did 4 damage with it, but whatever. Should we just proceed as if we are here on a peaceful mission, or continue to poke around in her stuff?
I say peaceful mission.
So we should just go upstairs and not check that door that I point at. This one over here.
Well, now I'm extremely tempted to check the door.
The one across the way.
Well, but I'm just saying,
That
like,
one, yeah.
we've already wasted resources on the 2 horrible monsters in this room that we could have avoided. Maybe we should just go upstairs and save our energy. Is that consent? I don't know. You have to speak, Jeltra.
I'm thinking.
Oh, she's thinking.
I'm not the only one to weigh in with the plan.
She's not the only one to weigh in with it.
Percy's
the only-
gonna go to this door and open.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about is leaving enemies potentially behind us if we don't clear them all.
Are we waiting?
Well, you just went into the door, you said.
Yeah. Well, as I'm opening the door, I'm like, oh, are we not going indoors?
I just don't know how polite it is to poke around somebody's house when you're here to see them peacefully. That's
I
what
pop
I'm
my
at.
head out and like,
Percy inside the room. A large cupboard stands alone in the dark. Fine scrollwork frames the cupboard's 2 doors, which are bridged by a circular panel of dark wood. The panel is inlaid with a silvery hourglass sigil.
Ooh.
Detect magic is still up.
I probably
Yeah,
am not
it's
in water anymore. Just
Is it magical?
Yes, there is something magical within it.
is the cabinet itself magical?
No.
So I don't think it's like trapped or anything magically.
I can check it if you want.
Cody, you want to come check this cabinet for me?
What would you like me to roll, Coulter? I have thieves' tools.
You can roll for check for traps. So roll
Sleight of hand +2.
use your thieves' tools.
I will walk us over to the edge of the door just to kind of see what's going on.
That'll be a 26.
It is not trapped,
There's
It
nothing
is-
wrong with it.
however locked.
All right.
With your 26, though, it's clear that this hourglass sigil is movable.
Do I need to make a lockpick set check? There's no like lock to pick. All right, so that's going to be an intelligence thing to figure out how to unlock it, right?
I mean, your check told you this hourglass is movable.
Okay. So I
It
move it.
rotates.
Okay. Does that open it?
How do you do it?
Can I make an intelligence check to see if I can do it right?
Okay, go.
Can I do like sleight of hand intelligence, or do I have to do straight
Great
intelligence?
intelligence.
Sleight of hand intelligence. Interesting.
You can add your investigation to it.
11. I have a -2.
With your 26, it's a very easy thing. The hourglass has all the sand at the bottom. You rotate it so that the sand is at the top, and the sigil starts to shift the sand from the top to the bottom, even though it's a flat design, and there's a click.
As the sand is flowing down, I was like, "Well, that didn't work," and then you stopped me.
All right. Anybody opening it?
Yeah.
Inside of the cupboard is divided into rows of small compartments, each one stuffed with pouches or other tiny containers. One of these containers is a teacup-sized ceramic cauldron, inside of which is a scrap of paper with the word spittle spew written on it in common.
So I have removed that piece of paper, and if I can read it, I read it aloud because I don't read things in my head.
I mean,
Spittle spew.
I'm on the cabinet, not you.
But I would reach over and grab that.
Okay.
Aside from this, Percy sees loose buttons of various shapes, sizes, and colors, stray cutlery from all different kinds of sets, unopened love letters, not written or addressed to anybody in particular, but to long dead people. Old, frayed, coiled up belts, pressed flowers and loose dried petals, a horseshoe, feathers from various birds, and another chipped teacup.
Any of that stuff magical to detect magic?
Once the cabinet was opened, the actual aura of magic from within seems to have dwindled, but every single item has the faint glow.
From on top of Jeltra, I shout, "Do you see Clapperclaw's head anywhere?"
What does his head look like again? A pumpkin?
I actually don't remember.
Stag's head with antlers.
A stag's head with antlers.
No, no bones.
Get me a button.
There's no buttons either. I have some rusty cutlery.
You said there was a whole bunch of buttons.
Did I? Did you say buttons?
Yeah.
Loose buttons of various shapes, sizes, colors, and materials.
All right, I start putting those in a little pouch.
Just
They are in a pouch.
Okay.
You just wanna
I
take
want the
the
buttons.
Then I will toss the pouch to the spider.
Very gently so I don't burst the pouch.
I lean over. Jeltra, do you want me to?
When I say spittle spew, does that do anything? No? Okay. I'm gonna keep the little cauldron. It looks cool. I grab the feathers and I give them to my love.
Ooh,
While we are robbing this woman, you might as well enjoy these.
I do like a good feather. Oh, it looks like it's a rook feather.
Other than this, the room is empty.
You just shoving things into your.
I mean, you were taking it all, so I'm not. I backed up.
What are y'all doing now?
I'm gonna look at the staircase. See if there's more eyes again.
No.
No. Okay.
And
I'll
there's
start
one more
walking
door.
towards the staircase.
Is there one more door though?
There are 2 more doors that you've not been in.
Okay, I'll take one of them.
Which one you want?
People are all over the place. Where can I find you?
I'm there.
She's right beneath Nickade. Next to Nickade now.
You want me to move or you got it?
Are these doors?
Okay, so Solstice, you're going to the one across the way or the one up here?
The one across the way. Whatever
Isn't that the? Is the mid one the one that we came through?
Yeah.
On that door? So there was one on either
This
side and then one
Yeah.
across. Okay, okay.
After I've emptied the all the stuff out of this cabinet, I will go join him.
A horse's head leers at you with glossy eyes, its lips drawn
Poor
back from
creature.
pointed yellow teeth. The head is affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker and wire. Situated so that it faces the doorway where you entered, near it is a wooden crate. Flies buzz around this disordered room, landing occasionally at animal carcasses that lie strewn in small piles. On a low table rests an assortment of tools: saws, knives, scrapers, a hand-cranked drill, sewing thread and needles, and awls around several taxidermic subjects in various stages of completion. A shelf that looks on the verge of collapse leans against the wall between 2 windows and bears the weight of dozens of stuffed horrors. Each one is an artless combination of 2 or more animals.
Okay, well, I open the windows so that these flies can feed those frogs next door. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with this room. I leave it.
Right. Exiting the taxidermy room. Final door up the stairs.
Well, if we're going to rob the place, I will go and investigate the taxidermy room.
What?
If we're gonna rob the place, if a stag skull is gonna be anywhere in the house, you'd think it would be in the room filled with animal bits.
Fair.
So, looking around, there is no stag skull in any of these creatures. There's a combination of tentacles and a deer head with no antlers. There's various pieces of a lizard attached to a spider. There's what appears to once have been a bullywug, but nothing with antlers like was described by Clapperclaw.
And so you said there was wooden crates and stuff. So can I
A crate and a work
investigate?
table.
Can I look inside the crate by chance?
So the one directly next to this creature that's staring at the door with the horse's head has Bevlorna's name scrawled across the side of it. It is not sealed or anything, but lifting the lid releases a swarm of flies. Go ahead and roll a nature check.
I don't like this room, Cody. I think we should
2.
leave.
The grate contains the carcass of a curled up 8-legged reptile with spikes running down its back.
Whoa.
It's
Not
dead,
sure what it is.
but it's
Yeah.
dead. Okay.
Definitely dead.
My love,
Yes.
have you ever seen an 8-legged lizard before?
Should I roll for that?
You can go ahead and roll nature if you want to look at it.
18.
It's a basilisk. It's a dead basilisk.
Whoa. Looks like a basilisk.
Oh. It's a stony lizard?
This is a deeply unnatural place. We need to leave.
Stony lizard.
Cody, if you continue investigating the room, there are drawers within the work table that contain tools, specimens, and inside the largest drawer is a set of glass eyes, one of which is made of wood.
Well, we're robbing the place, so put all those eyes in.
What?
You're
I tried
taking
to
the
stop
eyes.
you. I actively tried to stop you. No.
No,
You put some in. I put them back.
but we're robbing her.
I don't think we need to take these things.
I would like to sleight of hand the wood.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand versus perception.
19.
I didn't beat that for sure. 6. Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Yeah, you're able to
I'm
sleight of
deeply
hand the wood.
disturbed.
Put it into my waistcoat pocket.
I try to usher you out of the room.
Okay.
Write it down. Write it. Like, make sure you guys are keeping track of the things that you're taking from her.
We took everything from the
Have you
cabinet, but I
guys
didn't write
Come up here.
all of that stuff down. We just
You guys
remember.
moved
I
up.
was heading towards the stairs.
We're getting
I was
to, yeah.
probably around this area.
Delta, in your spider form, you cannot fit up the stairs.
Ooh.
Even if she squeezes at half speed?
Can she walk up the walls?
I mean, there's a ceiling above you.
And she couldn't squeeze into that?
I'll look at it.
What about the
And I'll
outside?
look around.
Crawl out the window, up the side of the wall.
I could, but then I'll be up.
These windows are going to be too small for her to get through. She'd have to go back out, down, through, and then climb the walls from the outside. But if
Okay.
these windows are too small to get through,
You won't be able to get back in. Okay.
Yeah,
Probably.
Well, you got
Good
one
thought.
wild shape left.
I do.
Mm.
So I'll look around. I'll look up at the ceiling.
Maybe open that last door before you power down.
Well, that's I was gonna go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
scraps of cloth and bundles of yarn are piled throughout this small room.
That's it.
And they all can't be amazing.
There
No, I'm
isn't
just
something
making
fucking
sure.
weird in here too. What?
There's nothing to
All of the cloth is made from
Um,
living cotton
There
pants.
is a faint aura underneath
Oh,
some of
God.
the piles. There's a couple of them.
What kind of aura?
Transmutation.
It's gotta be living cloth. It's gonna be a rug of smothering or some shit.
Hey, go poke around.
Oh god.
Okay, roll investigation.
It's a 7, maybe.
You didn't need very much.
Okay.
You're able to find with your detect magicka that there are 2 humanoid pincushions buried underneath.
Like they like the human like voodoo doll looking things.
Humanoid pincushions. Take that as you will.
Okay.
One of the
Do they have
pincushions
pins in them?
is yes. One of the pincushions is mounted on a wooden rocking horse, and the other has a pair of wooden wings.
Interesting. Okay.
Go and look in that room.
Each of them has several pins in them.
Giant spider comes and pokes at her head into the room.
I'm just imagine the head coming out from the side of the.
Hi, Jelter.
You can see the pincushions as well.
Yeah, I hold up and I'm like, I'm gonna take them.
Okay.
How large are they?
Steal. You can identify all this stuff later, right?
Bold of you to
It's
assume
all
I have it.
crap. This is the land of random crap. Okay, identify random crap.
One man's trash.
Yeah, that's gonna be random crap. I don't have a stat block for that.
Who's rolling the random crap table?
All right. Well, I guess we might as well go see the lady of the
up at the
house.
stairs. I'll go first.
I climb off the giant spider.
And we're not supposed to tell her we're here to kill her.
Correct.
You're attempting deception.
Correct.
Okay.
But we're gonna kill her, right?
I look up
I mean,
to
of
see
course.
if the minions heard that.
Is there anyone in the stairway?
Nobody
No?
appears to be.
Okay. Then I'm dropping my giant
Well,
spider form.
We'll see if that changes.
Really didn't like that other room. That looked really gross.
Yeah, that
You
was
were
all.
right.
Deeply unnatural.
I'm fine. Mm.
Do you,
Oh, my side hurts a little bit. Oh,
you are capable of healing yourself.
I don't know about that.
The
Oh wait, cure wounds. Casting cure wounds.
walls of this dank hallway are covered in scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people.
The marshmallows.
The figures include humans, elves, halflings, bullywugs, and goblins, among others.
Not to interrupt, but we can't see anything at all.
Well, we can see some. I think that's what we're supposed to be able
Okay,
to
I
see.
didn't know if that was.
Let me see if I can change something so that
No, I
you
think
guys can see.
I think it's actually working, Coulter. I think it's just dark wood and like the light's being blocked by something.
You should be able to see a little bit more there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that hallway thing out. Behind you is the staircase, and ahead of you it's just a hallway.
Okay. Yeah, I chilled from that.
All right, my love. In the case that something stabs one of us, do you want to go and open those doors?
The portraits are rendered in a variety of mediums, including paintings, etching, and sketches. All are displayed in gaudy, gilded frames. A framed oval mirror, 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall, hangs in the middle of one wall.
There's another mirror.
You know, I must say, she has impeccable taste.
You still have detect magic up?
It lasts for 10. Well, I probably would ask if we could hang out and recast it again. So yeah.
This mirror has an aura of transmutation magic,
Where's
but not
Smear?
conjuration.
not conjuration. It's right here.
January.
See anything?
Because I'm on the dynamic lighting layer.
He.
I don't understand why that's a problem.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I will perform better, Master. Okay, cool. That mirror is magic as well. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
There's no magic mirrors, Cody.
What kind of magic was it?
Transmutation.
What do we think the mirror does?
It's a great question.
And when we
kid.
look into it, it's just a normal reflection.
Did you look into it?
I'll go ahead and look into it. Yeah.
Mm.
When you look into the mirror, your expression and emotion are removed. It's just a very slight version of your own face looking back at you.
Weird.
Is it-
Still distinct as normal because
It
maybe
has-
they did.
Transmutationated her.
I try to
It has
smile
what
and stuff.
her?
and-
You try to smile.
Transmutationated?
Yeah.
When you smile,
Oh, but yeah.
the mirror smiles back at you and swings inward, revealing a secret room.
Hey, look at that.
Wow.
You know,
Magic mirror.
I've heard that smiles open doors before, but I never realized it was literal.
It opened a mirror.
Yeah, I was reading this thinking, I don't know how I'm ever going to give them a hint for that. And then Helena said exactly the right thing.
It's like mud pie.
When I looked, I didn't specifically try to look into the other mirror. Anyway. All right, so it opens a secret passage. Secret passage?
A moldy scent hangs in the air in this dark L-shaped hallway.
Question, Coulter. Do the stairs that we came up with, was this the end of the stairs, or do they keep going up?
The stairs that you came through do not keep going up. This is
Okay.
the end.
Do we have lights? People have lights Light sources.
I don't have a light spell. No.
Okay.
I have to produce flame.
Percy is going to.
I have a torch. I could light a torch.
I can do produce flame and have a 10-foot radius.
Percy
Bright
is
light.
going to go up to Solstice, probably Cade.
Are you casting a light spell?
No, let me finish.
Oh, that's
Let me go up to Solstice and Cade. I'm going to touch like a button on your shirt or something,
Oh.
and it now emits 5-foot radius of light.
Excellent.
Cody waits expectantly, but you don't touch him.
I do turn to Cody and say, "Oh, this might be helpful," and I'm gonna give you a returning pin.
What does that do?
Like if you throw it, it's gonna come back.
Oh, a dart?
Yeah, sure, whatever. You said you use pins or
Needles, yeah.
needles, yeah.
Sorry, I have the thing where I can reroll ones and twos, and I keep forgetting I have that, and it happened earlier. Anyway, sorry.
Everyone, remind Solstice.
Great
Ones
weapon
and
fighting.
twos.
Great weapon fighting.
Know your fucking abilities. That's all I gotta say. Okay,
Solstice,
I go down. I go in.
as you walk down the hallway, you begin to shrink.
I feel that.
Reaching the room gets bigger around you as you go, and as you reach the bend in the hallway, you are half your normal size.
It's like a Willy Wonka moment.
I keep going.
Oh, so yeah.
You continue to shrink more and more as you reach the other end of the hall until you are 1/20th of your normal size, reaching the door, the ceiling appearing to disappear in darkness 100 feet above you.
Hey, help this.
Do we
Walk
all
back.
just watch it?
What in the nine hells was that?
As you get back to the halfway point
I
of the
believe
room,
that was your beloved.
you are back to half your size, and as you get back to the actual mirror itself, you are at your full size.
This hallway is
Roll
much.
perception.
This hallway is much longer than it appears. Because he got really far away as he went down it.
Yes.
When you got to the end of the hall, when you were at your absolute smallest, there was a tiny door.
Okay, so that may be smaller, but then when I got to the end, there was another door that was the small me's size. Do we all want to go to that?
But if you got that small, Percy's gonna get so small that he disappears.
It was barred on this side by a steel needle.
Steel needle. It was, but it looked like I wouldn't be able to get in, or if I tried to
If you
move
moved it.
that. Okay. I mean, it was barred by something, but it's barred from this side. So actually, maybe it's keeping something in. Something really big.
Well, I'm just saying, if she is evil, then anything she is keeping in prison should be good, right? Like a princess or a
Yes.
small talking dragon like last time.
I mean,
The enemy of my enemy.
hopefully-
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Hopefully.
should go and open that door.
Go help her, Kate. I don't think I
Yeah.
will be able to fit into my clothes if I get that small.
No. Okay. Solstice, lead the way.
I walk back to that little door.
I'll stay at the end of the door watching expectantly with my light in my hand.
What are my stats when I'm 1/20th my size?
When you are tiny like this,
Before you go, be careful, and I'm going to cast guidance on you.
you have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws, and your weapons deal 1d4 less damage at 1/2 size to 1/10 size, or 2d6 less damage at smaller than 1/10 size.
Okay.
So 1/20th size would be 2d6 less damage.
Okay.
Minimum 1
How do,
damage.
oh, so I would roll the d6 and then minus that from whatever the roll. Okay, because I was like, how do I take 2 d6s away from my d10? Okay. I try to move the needle.
Help.
It's easy enough. You can just slide it out of the way and it falls to the ground with what is presented to both of you as this loud kind of thunderous as it hits and rolls, and the rest of you can't even hear.
We hear a pin drop.
Oh, I should have left check for traps, probably.
No, it opens right
Okay.
up. There is darkness in front of you, and in the distance from that darkness at this size that you can see appears to be a room that opens up. Above you, there is this moldy wooden surface, and you can deduce that you seem to be under a cabinet.
Well, this is very interesting.
I don't know what to make of this.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be setting us up for a heroic moment, but it's definitely unique.
You can hear voices
Oh,
in the room beyond.
oh, maybe we can be very sneaky. I try to sneak in.
Go ahead and both of you roll stealth if you're entering.
With how much of a
I
bonus?
gave you
Because we're
guidance.
this big.
Yeah, you're tiny,
Oh, what's
though,
guidance do?
Guidance is one.
and we'll let you roll with advantage because
Isn't
you're
it?
tiny.
Ooh. 2 8s, wow. And it's a D4?
A D4.
8 plus 4, 12 plus
17.
Boom. Plus 1. Shit, what did I say? 13. So 13.
You're both able to move in quietly enough, neither of you seeming to trip on anything, although the floor is sticky, which causes a little bit of squelching as you move forward.
This place is disgusting.
From the edge of this darkness, you can see the broader room. Two creatures are having a conversation over tea in the middle of the room. The first figure is seated in a time-worn armchair. She is a tall, lean woman of gray complexion, dressed in black with a wide-brimmed hat obscuring her eyes. The other figure is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. It is clad in a shapeless garment and sits on one end of a love seat with its legs pulled up underneath it. Flies flit into and out of its mouth, which hangs agape when it isn't speaking. Two tiny versions of the creature cling to it like pets. The room is filthy. Dirty dishes and bits of discarded food lie everywhere. The furniture was perhaps once of fine quality, but now stains of mysterious origin model every surface, and the upholstery has been patched numerous times. Set with its back to the wall in one corner is a hulking wooden chest. Sturdy legs support the bottom of the cabinet 6 inches above the floor. A decrepit wooden staircase climbs up the wall in another corner, and you are under that cabinet.
I'm gonna message. Right? I have message?
Hmm.
I think I do.
Does that become 150 inches because you're small, or does it stay at 150?
I have no idea.
It says 150 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna message
Get magic.
Geltra and just say, this is horrendous. Small.
As you both stand under the cabinet having sent that message, there's a strange tingling that spreads through your body as you begin to very slowly grow.
Yeah. Okay, so we neither need to run or we are now fighting her in this round.
I'm gonna look at Solstice and just point back to the door.
Okay, we attempt to run back.
Okay, having made the choice immediately, you are able to get back through the door, and as soon as you both squeeze through that threshold, you're back at 1/20th of your size.
Okay, so then I'm gonna gesturing 1 second, Solstice, and then message to Geltra. We regrew outside the hallway,
We grew outside the hallway.
but
What? Who did?
but we found her.
They found her. They,
Found who?
they went through the
The
room.
princess?
Yeah. No. The hag. Shh. Aren't you, Percy?
He said specifically the hag?
I think we found
Maybe you're
her.
mistaken and it's a princess? He just
There's
said
no
her.
fucking looking for it.
They went through the hallway. They got small. He says they think they found her when they started to get big again, but they got small again. And what was the last part? Can't remember. It's very stressful.
A princess in this economy?
Maybe it's just an ugly princess.
Can we still hear them if we're on this side of the door?
very vaguely.
Okay.
I think we're also whispering. Well, at least
No,
Joshua
I mean,
is.
we hear like the female.
You hear
Feywild.
occasional cackling on one hand and this throaty, almost frog-like laugh on the other.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Should
if
we
it's
go
just
back?
her, we might as well kill her. That's why
Let's
we're
go
here.
back. I was telling Jeltra what's going on, but my suspicion is someone else in the party is not understanding and thus delaying plans. Let's go back.
Got small, but then they got big, and then they saw her, but they're coming
The
back.
princess.
As they come around the corner, both of you grow back through your half size as Jeltra watches you cross into full
No,
size.
here they come. Here they come.
What did the princess look like?
There are 3 doors in this hallway.
In the shrinking
main-
hallway?
No, in the hallway that you
In
all
the
stared
main
at the
hall.
portraits.
Well, I mean, we're here to kill the hag, so if you found the hag, let's go kill her.
But what if there's something else like waiting for us, or like?
But I mean, this seems like the perfect opportunity to ambush her.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Valid.
But I can also see not wanting to have other things. I mean, once we started attacking her, then other things might get alerted and then come to her aid. I don't want to leave anything that can sneak
We
up
kill her
behind.
fast enough.
Do we feel like we can kill her fast enough?
Why not?
I don't know.
She's just a person.
She's a hag who kind of orchestrated this entire place, didn't she? I mean, am I wrong?
My love,
No, you're not.
did you feel like we could have stabbed her a bunch?
Well, we did start to grow again once we had moved into her room. So I suppose we could all go in there small, get into positions in the surrounding room, and then maybe grow and ambush her that way. However, we could also try to get out of this without violence.
Well,
I don't know.
if we're who's to say that okay, you run into the room, right? And you're trying to get in a position as you're small, but then you start growing. If they see us growing but you're still small, could they squish us?
It's possible. And
Potentially.
I don't
we're
want
not
to squish.
And if we're not full size, I don't know if we'll hit as hard. And it's hard to say how fast we would grow to full size because we did not want to stay in there long.
What
We
if?
could use magic while we're small, and then once we get big.
What if some of us go in directly and try to talk, and then we set up a code word or a code phrase, and if whoever is in the small hallway hears that, that's the signal to run in and ambush? I don't know what the right word is.
And that would yes.
Although the coven member thieves have seen all of us, so they know how many of us are here.
Well, we have the cover of bringing her back her book, so if Nicate's the one who does it.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't feel like hag smile, so maybe she doesn't know this is here.
Are any of the portraits down the hallway smiling? No.
They all look horrified, angry, or depressed.
Why would you want a picture looking
all
like
three?
I find them ravishing.
In their garish, gilded frames.
I want one of these frames for my house.
I feel like my face is mirroring one. Like,
Just imagine the whole wagon.
So then I guess magic users would want to be the ones
Who stay behind.
stay in hiding. So I'll go to present the book to her.
I'll also need to get big before I'm effective. Or I would be literally throwing thumbtacks at her.
Okay. So the two of us.
And then, I mean, so do we feel if Jeltra was in the room and she turned into a giant spider, she would turn into a giant spider or turn into a small spider? Because technically she's changing her form.
that is a good question.
Somebody want to roll Arcana?
I guess, yeah.
So if I were a spider, would I then become like a large spider? Because I was a bitty spider?
You'd become 1/20th of the size of your spider.
Oh, we were still rolling Arcana. Or are you just saying that?
If she was to walk through as a spider.
Yeah, but if she walked in and then changed shape.
Probably just be proportional.
Yeah.
I just think because it's a polymorph, so like technically once she used the magic, she becomes a giant spider, regardless of what size she started at.
Based on the description that you've been given, and with the 24, I will assume that your character took a moment to walk back and forth. There's a time limit on this. So whatever happens within that time limit is negated. So you go through the door, you transform into a spider, it's a minute. And in that time, you will continually grow. But if you transform in the moment, you will transform into the equivalent 1/20th of the spider.
Got it. Okay.
So we all need to be.
But over the course of a minute, you would grow.
So we all need to hide for a minute with whoever's the talkie person.
We would have a minute to set up, or about a minute, it seems, if it went this quickly.
Since
as
that
we
wasn't
said.
24, the door here is on the same wall as the door here.
Oh, wait. So again?
I see. So this door
Oh.
would also go in there.
Yeah.
So me and Solstice could go through that
The
door
main
while the rest
door.
of you sneak in to ambush her.
I feel like me taking a minute to grow back into whatever shape I'm gonna be wouldn't be as effective.
So since I will probably screw up any deception, maybe you and Solstice should go, and then I can sneak into the room and slowly grow in a corner while she's being distracted by you guys?
Perhaps that might work.
That sounds
And then,
good.
Kate, it doesn't seem like you would be overly hampered by being small with your magic.
I don't see how I would be.
And you have magic as well?
Are we?
No, this stuff just happened.
You are a fit.
He is magic.
He's a
You're
very good,
magic?
he's a very good friend.
So, who's shrinking and who's not?
Nobody.
I'm.
And there are
us
2
three
additional hallways in this room, or 2 additional doors in this room.
Us three are shrinking. They're going in full size. I'm going to try and sneak into the room and grow while they're distracted. That's the plan that Cody came up with.
Okay.
Which, as much as I
Maybe-
don't want to say it, it's a good plan.
Actually, it does sound like a good plan. I don't like having these rooms at our backs without knowing if something's gonna come after us. Can we just? I'm
But
gonna go listen.
by the same
Just go-
token, if we surprise her and something comes to her aid, if we go and start a fight in there, wouldn't she just come to their aid? Wouldn't it be the same situation?
When did he get so smart?
I don't know. Should we be concerned about that?
Solstice?
I'm not. Is that?
He has his moments.
I'm
They're
just
usually
saying.
in bed, so I get why you're surprised.
I'm just saying, if you stick honey to a tree, is the tree not stuck to the honey?
No.
Because Cody is wise, he's just not smart.
If a bear
Yes.
poops in the wood, do you hear it?
Did the bear poop in the woods, or did the poop create a bear?
Okay.
Definitely not.
So, I agree with Jeltra that I don't like.
Jeltra, would you like to go listen to the doors?
Yeah, I don't like leaving.
I don't want to provoke anything. I don't want to poke any bears, even if they're pooping, whatever
being created by
whatever
poop.
their defecating state is. I just want to see. Sorry,
In
guys.
that scenario, is the poop God?
Shelter, do you go over to the doors?
Go to a door. I'm just gonna stand between them and listen really hard.
Roll perception.
Thank you. My passive perception is 15, if that helps. You've been nice to me.
As you walk towards the door with that passive perception,
Yeah.
you see the one to the south ever so slowly shut, as if it was cracked a moment prior.
Oh, that's interesting.
Message. Yes. Yes.
Finger guns!
Holy shit.
I thought you were looking for encouragement. I grant you bardic inspiration.
I have it already.
Well, no, I don't. I don't have that.
I know.
It has been longer than a minute. since
Damn it,
that arm is-
God.
Yeah,
Oh.
Isn't it 10 minutes?
Oh.
it's a minute.
Oh, I didn't say she was 10 minutes.
For your perception?
For my perception.
Down from
For
a
my
15.
actual
Aside from your
perception.
passive
I'm
of
so-
noticing the door clicking into place, silence from both rooms.
Message.
A
Yes.
continuation of
There was-
Margar being bad at things when she tries to do them and good at
Oh,
things
no.
when she does.
Be nice.
Poor Margarita. She's effortless.
In response to Nicade's message, I will say the door to the south just closed.
The door to the south just closed. Someone definitely knows we're here.
I mean,
Or the door's alive.
I go to the door to the south.
I will go
That was such a good like solstice. Like I'm just gonna sit here and like have a little
Just
bite.
eating.
Solstice took some gelatinous cube and was like, "Ooh, this is pretty tasty." And she has a handful of Jello cubes.
Solstice does intermittent fasting, so like when he needs to eat, he needs to eat.
Yeah. I will go past the door to allow. So I will come another 5 feet this way to allow Solstice.
You're opening the door to the south?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be ready.
This room has 2 exits.
Oh.
Can you see? Yeah, you can. Okay. Above each door, mounted on a wooden plaque, is a severed goblin head with its mouth agape. Other furnishings include a sideboard, 2 cupboards with doors made of wooden framed glass, and a large banquet table covered with plates of half-eaten food and a swarm of feasting flies. A chandelier hangs above the table, its tallow candles filling the room with dim, flickering light. 6 mix-matched chairs flank the table, 3 chairs per side.
Okay. Well, I just take a quick circuit around this room. I'm looking for Clapperclaw's head or anything that might have just come in here. Looking up at the ceiling.
Roll perception or investigation.
I'm so smart. Yeah, that's a 9.
The room appears to be completely empty, aside from those physical objects. And then, of course, the door to the west and south.
I go and inspect the door to see if it's alive. The south door.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
It's -2 regardless, 15.
No, it's not alive.
I'm knocking on the door. The door is definitely a door.
Okay, I can come back out. I don't think anything was in there. More unnatural things.
Are we satisfied
Maybe
now?
they-
Can we just kill Bafana, please?
I know what I saw.
We'll deal with that
When it creeps up on us?
Yeah.
Maybe the door used to be alive and now it's dead. Maybe you killed it by seeing it?
Oddly, that might make sense in this world. I don't know anymore.
Like a children's toy. When you observe it, it becomes unalive. But when you're not looking, they're alive.
Oh no, they're coming.
I read a book about that.
That's
It
true.
was called Doll Story.
Yeah.
It was by Pixel the Wizard.
What are you all going to do
Besides the loss.
Take
Please don't sue us.
in this economy?
Shall we?
Most of the
Someone
books were
write-
good, but the one about the friendly lizard folk was kind of bad.
Someone write this down, because I don't think I'm ever going to say this again. Shall we proceed with Kogi's plan?
Oh goodness.
Ready.
Hold on.
I
So-
vote yes. Are we voting?
Basically.
Oh, let's do it.
Your written script in that handmade book is really just gorgeous, I have to say.
We should take a picture and put it on the Discord.
Right?
Well, but you can't understand anything that I'm writing because it's all
That's
scribbled.
okay. It looks really nice from
But
here.
thank you.
All right. So, who is going where?
So we're going into. That's me and you are going into the hag room.
Through
the book.
through the normal.
We have
The
the book.
normal
I think I
door.
had the book.
Can we
So I
time
hand you
it
the
to where
book.
we enter as you enter, so they're doubly like as you knock, so they're like doubly distracted?
How long did it take to get down the hallway? Was it a long hallway? It
wasn't
looked like
very
it was a
long.
really long hallway.
Optical illusion. It wasn't very long.
What
No,
is the
I was
word?
watching it. It was very long.
What's the signal word?
Why don't we just have Nickade message you
I'll
when we're in
just
position?
yell offense, fair hag. Ugly hag.
I know we're trying to be friendly.
But this is the word that I'm going to say that means attack, right?
Oh, I see. So the code word when we attack. I was just going to attack her as soon as I was full size.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't do
Well,
that.
we wanna-
Hide.
You want to find a place to hide where your full size self can hide?
I mean, at least until I'm big enough.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a joke in there
Okay.
somewhere.
If
I never joke about being big enough.
And that's
You never-
When you're married to Solstice, you're in a losing game.
what did they say about horses?
All right.
Look at gift horse in the
So, I
That
have
too.
Oh, the force.
in the hole.
Cody. Is it Percy?
Oh my
are you
God.
going?
Oh,
Percy, are you going on the
I
shrinking
don't know what
side?
I'm doing right now. What?
Percy, are you going on the shrinking
Yes,
side?
I
or the
am.
normal
I'm
side?
so sorry.
And Cade, are you going on the shrinking
Yes.
side? Okay.
Solstice, before we go, if things take a turn, the panic word is saggy haggy. Okay.
All right.
all right.
So it's just like I've had that before.
You'll be
This
great.
time,
I give you guidance.
Right.
So will
So
you, and I give you guidance. We had a moment. That was a moment. Okay.
Okay, so we time it up. You guys are in position.
as she
Okay.
knocks, I would like to move into the room somehow.
So. Well, but don't you want to be listen? Okay, you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Well, it takes me a minute to get big.
Okay. So
You
gotta
all are
run.
underneath this cabinet
Mhm.
as they enter the room.
How high off the floor is the cabinet?
6 inches.
Is there any chance you can move me in just so I can see the corners? Since I'm under the cabinet.
It's a lighting thing, which is not a big deal. Just a moment. We shall see where the light will lead you. Ah, come on. What the fuck? Can you? How does that
Okay,
vision
I
work
saw-
for you?
I saw a table over
Yes.
here. Is that like small enough to where I feel like I could crouch under it at my full size?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash over there and make a stealth check with advantage.
You can make a stealth check with advantage because Jeldra and Solstice are entering the room at the same time.
Good thing I got the advantage. 17.
Okay. Yeah, so you were able to make it over to there as everybody's entering one by one. As Jeldra and Solstice enter the room, there is another fit of cackling and croaking between the two, sitting and laughing over their tea. And over the edge of the settee, a very amphibic hand raises and just motions to come over.
Greetings, fair Bavlorna. We have come to return a book.
What act of desperation compels you to enter my home, little darlings? I would have already had you killed had you not solved some of my problems.
Well, we are problem solvers. What
You
problems?
said book.
Yes, the King Bullywug wanted to return this book.
Good to see it.
Don't just see it.
Seems your record keeping is impeccable, lady.
Gol really is an idiot, isn't he?
He seems kind of sucky, yes.
Well, Charm, if you'll give me a minute.
She turns to the creature with its eyes shadowed by this brimmed hat as it sits back in the chair and crosses, the gray skin mostly hidden under its face.
You must have come here for a reason.
Well, we've been hearing a lot of discontent.
So
in
you
this-
want a favor? Something
Well,
I can grant you?
well, we were more hoping maybe you could make up with your sister hag. Maybe rule this land fairly and allow its people to travel. Counter proposal?
Kill them?
Mm.
No, that's too hard. Distract them for me, and perhaps you can be advisors of the realm.
I could be a good advisor. I know Jeltra has many skills.
Now, are the little ones going to strike or just stand there?
They are no saggy haggy.
All right, that's 2 dart attacks from me.
And that's where we will end it. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will begin next time with initiative for this combat.
And I counted it. That was over a minute of conversation.
I was wondering, I'm like, what is he do? Oh, counting. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to our patrons, Sparky, Dothiva, Daniel, Rio's mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, Death's Grasp, and Edward Fox.
Eric.
Eric, thank you.
Right?
Again, it's a this is a pseudonym for a person that we really know, so when I screw up his name, I can just apologize to him in person. It's great. Love it. Not going to say it again because I said it on stream before by accident. But we will be publishing some more stuff coming up soon. I'm still working on editing the interview between me and Helena for the Realm of the Frost Maiden DM, catch up. And we'll be doing a similar thing for Candlekeep as well. If there's other videos that you'd like to see from us, be they short or long form, please let us know. I believe we're going to be working on continuing our World of Darkness series this year as well. And we look forward to doing all of that with y'all. So with that, it is a new month. And we will come up with the tagline eventually. Eventually. Good night, everybody.